to another episode of Women in Focus. Today I'm in the house of a dynamic woman. Now, the very first time I saw her, I thought to myself, wow, what a powerhouse this woman is. Her name is Leena Manro, and I saw her in many different projects, but there's a project called Bollywood Shenanigans that she is directly connected with. Leena, you're most welcome in our program.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about Bollywood Shenanigans.
Sure. When I moved out here to BC, I'm an actress and a writer. I partnered with my business partner and my little brother, Manish Sharma. And together we had this vision, this idea. It started with dance sketches. I've been dancing ever since I was young.
Right.
And so we started dancing together, and we put together some really funny dances. And they were really well received.
Right.
So we took it a bit further, and we created a company called Bollywood Shenanigans and a sketch comedy group called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Chicken.
Right.
And it's been doing progressively better and better over the last year and a half since it started. Year and a half. And
Now,
it's been doing really well.
You said you're an actor and you're also a writer.
Yes.
But I know because I Googled you, and so I know.
Oh no! Google!
I was just talking about the word Google. It is now in the dictionary if you are Googling somebody.
Acha, that sounds
it is
wrong.
right
It
there.
sounds very bad. Google na kar.
Now, right there, I know that you weren't an actor as
No.
a professional.
I wasn't.
You were in the field of law.
I was a lawyer. I was a litigator.
Okay.
So I started off really the way a lot of South Asian people start off, right?
Right.
I went the sort of a traditional path of, and my parents are really good people. So
Yes.
it's not, I don't want to sound like they were pressuring.
No,
It's,
but all
this
South Asian
expectation we don't
parents
have.
do that, don't they?
They do.
They have expected, and
My
sometimes
sister's a doctor,
There
there
you
had to be
go.
one, right? But then she really loves what she does.
Yes.
Another sister's a journalist. She
Right.
loves what she does.
Right.
Another one, she helps mentally and physically challenged people find work.
and she loves.
She loves it. And my brother, he's a lafunga. He's young.
Yeah.
He's doing something. No, he's a good kid. He's really young. But my parents, there was always that sort of, feeling that, okay, it's good. Ever since I was younger,
Yeah.
I did art. I wrote my own material. I acted. Those are two things I loved. I also danced.
But parents and you probably never saw that as a profession.
No, we didn't. I loved it. I loved it so much. You know what I used to do, actually? So my dad was really strict, and my dad was he was worried that my grades would drop. And he used to say everything to me. He used to say, look, Leena, we don't mind. You can marry anyone from this culture you want.
Right.
Just become a doctor first.
Oh.
Or, things like that. And the acting. So when I got into college, I started in high school. When I
Right.
got into college, I used to do plays
Right.
and not tell my parents. They thought I was taking Tai Chi lessons. I would go in the evenings, do my play, cut my review out of the paper.
Right.
And one day my parents found out anyway, right?
They did?
Yeah, because I'm from Medicine Hat, a small town. So you can't hide that stuff.
No.
So I did it as a side. My grades never slipped. And
No.
I finished my business degree, worked as a loans mortgage officer for a couple of years, and then really sat down and thought about it. At that time, I actually did have an opportunity to do some production accounting work for a television show. And so I quit my banking job, and I decided I'm going to do it.
Right.
I was scared to death. 2 weeks later, I called my manager again. I said, can you just give me my job back? And he was so sweet. He said, Leena, you know what? You're really young right now.
Right.
You have your whole life ahead of you. You should really do what your heart says.
Right.
But I was too scared. I didn't have any role models. I didn't have
No.
anything, and
Yeah.
there's some wonderful figures that we used to look up to as
Right.
younger people. I'm so fortunate. I recently got to meet Monica Diol.
Oh, isn't
from
that
HBC.
beautiful?
You know how much I love her?
Yeah.
And she's one of the few, but she's one of the few brown people.
Yeah.
There's Veena Sood. I love her.
Right,
And I
right.
looked up to these women so much. But nobody in my immediate life, and so I got scared. So I went back to banking. I did that for 2 years.
Right.
Then applied to law school, became a lawyer, became
Right.
an insurance defense litigator, worked for 2 years doing that,
Right.
and really hated it.
So what was it that you hated about law? I mean, litigation, you said you had to do.
I was litigator, yep.
So what does a litigator do?
Well, we go to court. I was an insurance defense litigator. And in Alberta, we don't have a no-fault system. I believe you have a no-fault system here in BC,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
It's not like that over there. So big insurance companies would get involved whenever there was like a car accident case.
Right.
Or if there was
So
something
private
even bigger.
insurance,
Private
really?
insurance, yeah. So we worked for several companies.
Right.
But we would there were some interesting files. I mean, we would do explosion files
Right,
or,
right. Some people
it wasn't
excel
bad.
in it.
Some
Right.
people really do, and,
Yeah.
and honestly, it's probably one of the more interesting areas of law, in my
Right,
opinion.
right.
I didn't mind it. I didn't love it. And
No.
I knew in my heart ever since I was young. I mean,
Right.
it makes sense, and you could see the books I read. I've got Bhagavad Gita and Buddha and
Yes.
I don't know. I read so much of this, and so that there really, if there's a higher,
Right.
someone looking out for you, and if there's a real meaning in life, then how can your life be numb? How can you not
Yeah.
do something you love? So I did it, and I made money, and I had the life that you're supposed to have.
Right.
And on the outside, it looks perfect.
Yeah.
And it looked very, very nice. But inside, I was in a lot of pain.
No.
And so...
I remember as a child, exactly the same thing. South Asian parents, expectations. Parents never say to their children, I want you to become this.
No, they don't.
There's this understanding that the kids have. My parents want me to be this.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's unspoken.
My dad did say to me, I want you to be a doctor.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's okay, I didn't go to medical.
I wanted you to be a doctor.
He did say
but
it.
you couldn't cut up and see all the
How
blood.
did you know? That's exactly.
Exactly.
That actually
My
was a problem for
older
me.
brother was like that. My dad expected him to be a doctor, and he was in science, and then every time he had to cut a rat or a
He wanted to
mouse,
throw up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Even now, if I see a needle,
Yeah.
like for an injection,
Yeah.
the last time I started to cry. I couldn't handle it. So that was never, I knew that wasn't in my path.
No.
So becoming a lawyer, he was happy with.
Yeah.
My parents were happy. I have to admit, I don't ever want to take away the sense of pride I gave them during those moments. And they really were happy. But I will say, the fact that I'm so happy,
Yeah.
now they're really happy.
Oh, that's even better.
This has been a good journey for all of us,
Fantastic. I want to talk to you as to how you got, and you talked about courage, and I was scared and all that. So what finally was the point where you sort of moved and courage sort of came automatically? But we'll wait for that.
Okay.
We'll take a short commercial break.
Sounds good.
Leena Manro is our Woman in Focus today. Don't go away. We'll be right back.